Good morning, folks. I have finally gotten my service back on. And I still had to call and go through some issues about it, but I still got my service back on. The video that I could not upload about the part one about them messing with my tent. This spot is what I want to show you. The one that they never let me put up. My tent was always right here. My tent was always right here. Then one day I come here and they done dug this up. Now, I had a bag in here. You see the bags on my tent? Those are rock bags. Since you can't put stakes down, well, they stole my stakes to go to my tent while I was in Chicago. But since you can't put stake downs in this gravel, I put some rocks in the bags and hold it down. So I had a rock bag right here to hold the back of my tent flap open so I can get some air. I come here, my rock bag sitting here, but they done dug this hole where my tent was. So that's why I wound up moving over there. Now that's been about 4 or 5 days ago, and there's been no action in the spot. So why did they dig up this hole where my tent was? I bet you they went underground. Because this gravel is not like the park in Chicago where they had all them manholes in the park where they can come back underground back and forth. So I think they dug a spot here and made sure they dug at the spot that I was putting my tent all the time. So I made a video about walking through communities that were deserted, that there were no life, there were no children playing or anything. And this is where I've been. This is a different area. And this is, I think I told you before, this is Indian land. I've been here over 2 weeks. I haven't seen 3 Indians. Everything I've seen has been mostly white. When did all the white people, I'm not prejudiced, but when did all the white people move into the Indian land? Moved the Indians out and moved into the Indian reservation. Now, walking up and down the neighborhoods, I see cars parked, but you got to remember when they evacuated the people, they probably left their cars here. This apartment building, white people, everything white people. But there are only a few of them. As I said, the area is deserted, like that other community. Right here, I'm going to move a little closer to it. I don't want to move too far from my tent. This park, like I told you, the whole park has a fence around it. The whole park. Right here is a basketball court. As I said, I've been over here over 2 weeks, and nobody, white people on Indian land. There hasn't been not one person playing basketball. How is that possible? When all race of people, all teenagers, all young men like to play basketball. There has not been one person playing basketball in Iron Horse Park. That's unreasonable. No young men here. No children out playing in the 2 weeks I've been here. Over 2 weeks I've been here. No children have been out playing. No people sitting on their porches. Just white people coming in and out. And a lot of government cars. Now the lounge down the street that I go to the stop to get my pops, because they're 50 cents a can. The other day I was going in there. The skies are getting really crazy. The sun's been moving funny, but I digress. Is this a Mandela effect? What is this? Let me get a closer look. As you know, everybody got their backpacks. I guess they students though. That's what they would claim to be students. But they're hackers. But oh, what was that? Oh, when they took it out of my head, you know when them hikers passed with those MK Ultra weapons, they surely message your head, don't they? But no, as I said, no children outside. Never. I have not seen one child since I've been here. No people playing basketball. No nothing. The library. I think I put up that video. Why do these libraries have so much security? Because the one in Chicago, Washington, have maybe about 50 security. The one that I go to Joe Badass has about 6. I think about 6 security. Another thing that happens in Chicago all the time. These garbage trucks, and this one here. These garbage trucks come and pick up garbage 2 or 3 times a day, every day. What community like in Chicago has garbage trucks to come every day, 2 or 3 times a day? There's nobody in the neighborhood. Nobody. So what kind of garbage companies are they? Back to the library. I have been getting infected over and over again at the library. What they use at their ventilation system. It has that brown stuff. I think I showed a video. It's gross. I don't want to show you. Cleaning my nose to it. My nose is running right now. Cleaning my nose 2 or 3 times a day. In fact, I have had to cut all my hair off my body because I was infected so bad. I'll show you. I look kind of cute, I say. But that library infected me, and for the past 8 days, I have not been able to get Wi-Fi at the library. They come up with all kinds of excuses. So we having problems with our servers. It only works on the 2nd floor. But see, I'm limited to the 1st floor because they say I got too much luggage, my tent, and my bag, and my purse, and my blanket. They say I can't go to the 2nd or 3rd floor. So on the 1st floor, the Wi-Fi is having problems. But we all know that if the service is messed up, it will mess up the 2nd and 3rd floor too, not only the 1st floor. So I emailed them. They told me I had to let their main office know. I emailed them 4 days ago. And I tried to use their computers, and of course I was being hacked on their computers. And yesterday when I went back, I got on one of their computers, and I wanted to know why hadn't their main office contacted me yet. So I tried to contact them again, and of course I was having trouble with their computer. So when I spoke to the supervisor at the library, I finally got a message to the main office, who contacted me immediately and told me that there must be something wrong with my settings on my phone. Now, you know, guys, I go through these phones with a fine-tooth comb. I know everything about these phones. And the answer was, well, if you keep having problems, we will contact your phone provider. Help you contact your phone provider. Now, on my phone, I show everybody to the library, and I also sent them an email when I sent them the first email showing that on my phone it says my connection was not private, that my service was being intercepted by somebody else. And when I went to advance the details, it said that those were fake certificates. Somebody is using fake certificates and incorrect and unusual encryption. That spells out hacking every time. And for them to say, oh, that's just a message. Oh, another thing about the library Wi-Fi. When I first got here, when I first started using it, it would say open. You know, didn't have a lock on it. But now when I go to the library to use the Wi-Fi, It has a lock on it. I use the password, it's still locked. So, when I got that message yesterday, it was my phone setting. Immediately, I sent him back a reply. I think I've told you in the past, I was an A+ student in computer programming. I remember the time when I first started taking classes that our teachers told us, please do not use our education to hack into other people's phones. And one day I was sitting in class, and the FBI came and picked up one of my students. Our student. He said, the FBI said that he had, while I was in class, went into one of the banks, transferred some money to his account. Now, I know they can pick up hackers immediately. And this was about 35 years ago. So they knew exactly what MAC address was being used, and they knew exactly what location you're at. So if they could do that 35 years ago, they can't tell me they can't pin down a hacker that's hacking into a phone or a laptop or a computer now. Because as I said, I went through all kinds of studies about hacking, how they used those long ago, used programs to get past your password because it did random numbers, random letters, and they can get, but see, they don't need to do that now because they can get directly into your head. So if you hacked, they can come directly to your door and pick you up. So why can't they stop and pick up hackers now? So why is this library claiming there's no hacking? That's what they told me to say. Oh, our computers can't be hacked. There's no hacking. Our Wi-Fi is secure. It has a firewall. We all know you can get around any firewall, especially if the certificates are fake. So, as I said, I'm going to send back a reply immediately telling them that I was an A+ student in computer programming. And I know hacking when I see it. So, I'm going to go back today and see what the reply going to be. As I said, they know I don't have Wi-Fi. And if their services were being hacked, even if one person showed them that they can nation one private, their job is to look into that immediately. Any person that denies there's a problem knows something about it. Okay. Oh, things are changing so fast. God is here. He's working it. He's working it. These things are on the run, but in the last days, they're going to try to get as mean as possible. They're going to try to use every weapon they have at their disposal. But for you who haven't come to God, the time is running out. You better get there immediately. The door is open, but it's been slammed shut. So if you ain't going through that door now, sorry for you. What they say, woe is me. So, even though I had to shave my hair off my body, and even though they're harassing me even more with the shooting at me, with the poisoning, with the kicking me in my back, they're getting weaker and weaker. But they're running me around from here to there with all the stores robbing me of my money. That's another story. They still getting weaker. But God says He'll make our enemies our footstool. He'll make our enemies our footstool. And He is. Even though they're working it, they're just making me stronger. I want to show you something. See can you get a good look. Did all that to do. I'm getting stronger every day. I'm trying to get in the light so you can see. See that muscle? See how strong I'm getting? See, can I get in the light? See that muscle? Look at that. I'm getting stronger and stronger every day. Last time I didn't take a good video. I'm trying to get a good shot because I can't see because my camera is dark. But I'm getting stronger every day. Alright, guys. God bless you. Be prepared, be aware, be informed. Keep praying. As William Mouse says, their time is out. Their time is running out. Their time is running out. Joanne Storm says on her channel that they have FEMA prison barges pouring into Texas to round people up. Everybody noticing that they're rounding people up. I think last week in Houston they were killing people in the Walmart. The other day yesterday I saw a video where, look at it, this thing pull her hat down so you can't see her face. The other day, yesterday I saw a video about how they got these cages in front of Walmart, holding cages. So people are, more and more people are becoming aware of what's going on around us. Oh, at the lounge, as I said, when I go by my pop, I know I'm jumping back and forth, but they play in my head so much, I'm surprised I can stand. But it was a guy at front, inebriated, a little inebriated, and he wanted to fight this guy. He said, "You FBI." So I think some of these people around here know something is going on, because he definitely did call the guy that he was angry with the FBI. So they run the bars. Of course, they putting that stuff on me in the bar and messing with my pop and the ice. But God ain't gonna let them do nothing to me. Only thing I said they're doing again is making me stronger. I'm not gonna stop going to stores that I know are doing things, because they're everywhere. They're in every store, they're in every neighborhood that I go to. So you can't hide from them, and I know they can't do nothing with me. So they still have to give me all they can give me. Show me what they're working with. Alright, guys. Whew. Dead neighborhoods. So systematically, you don't have to have a tornado or a hurricane to clear out these communities, I see. Systematically, they're cleaning them out. Making communities look like ghost towns. Only people around here are them. Alright, guys. Love you. The time's now. Not near. Now. God bless you. Bye-bye.